Greetings, I'm Buzfas, and this is the start of a 10-day journey where you guys comment some funny suggestions and I'll put them into one game. It's basically like a mega project with like hundreds of contributors. Since this is day one, there will be no suggestions, but we first have to make a game where suggestions make sense. If this was a simulator game, the suggestions would not be as creative. Probably like add an infinite pets game pass or add a pet that beats the game for you, but nah. I want you guys to be creative, so I've come up with the idea of a plate game. If you don't know what a plate game is, think of it like this. It's a round-based game, so there's an intermission and winner for each round. Every round, the players get teleported to a plate, basically like their plot of land or their house. Then every few seconds, a random event will cause the game to be more entertaining and chaotic. If you've played Plates of Fate, Cursed Islands, or Horrific Housing, it is a lot like these games. If you still don't understand though, keep watching, it will make a lot of sense. Okay, so what's a game without a map? So let's get started on one. I first started by making the plate, then spaced the plates out evenly. I decided that they should be spaced out 10 studs, and I triple checked that they were. After that, I duplicated all of them to make a huge map, but then I was like, this is a little too big, so I deleted some of the plates. So now there's 49 plates, meaning 49 max players, meaning I could play with 48 of you guys, which is a lot. Anyways, now we have the plates. Let's work on the outside a little bit, and boom, we got the outside done. Looks like grass, and I did change the skybox to make it seem more cartoony to give off that Roblox feel. This is what it looks like. So it's gonna be like 5 people will get a sword, and underneath it will display who gets a sword. Pretty straightforward. I also added invisible borders so that the spectators can't interfere with the remaining players, because that would be a horrible game design. I implemented game modes. As you can see here, there's random colored plates and normal. I made 2 just so like I can have an example, and obviously normal, that's just a normal game mode. But you guys can add way more, like all plates are 1 stud, raining acid rain and everyone gets an umbrella, and other stuff like that. Like, be creative, you know. Right here you can see we have script, which is disabled, and name the script, which is enabled. And the name the script does what it says it does. It literally names the script, the disabled one, because I'm too lazy to name the script. And all the scripts are going to be named the grandparent, semicolon, or colon, parent. So for example, this script will be named Gamemodes, random color plates. Just so if that there's an error, I will know what script it came from, and I don't have to name all the scripts by hand because I don't want to do all that. But when the script is found and it needs to be used, so for example, if the random color plates were chosen, it will clone the script, set it to workspace, and then enable it so it can run. So every event will have the same thing, script, and then name the script. When it wants to be used, it will go into the workspace and blah blah blah. It's the same thing as game modes. Only thing different is there are a few extra variables. There's text. So for example, this arena event is named plates shrink in half, and it does exactly what you think. All plates shrink in half. Anyway, so there will be a text, and it will be all plates will shrink in half. So like, it's different. It's just what it's going to display on the primary text. So for plates and players, the min and the max, which stands for minimum and maximum, will determine how many players or plates will be chosen. So it will get a random number between the min and the max, and that's how many people it will choose. But it gets complicated. There is this one thing called 1 per person, a variable. If this is set to true, there is no duplicates, so only 1 person can be chosen 1 time. So if the random number between min and max is 4, and there's 3 people left in the game, and the 1 per person variable is set to true, we are going to have to run an if statement that basically says if the chosen number is greater than the number of remaining players, then chosen number is equal to remaining players. A person can't get the same event twice if the 1 per person variable is set to true. So if it's going to run 4 times and there's 3 players, someone is going to get it twice. So we change the chosen number to the remaining players number, right? But for the arena events, it is a lot simpler. The minimum and the maximum are just used for how many times it loops. So for example, the minimum for all plates will shrink is 1, and the maximum is 2. So if it gets 2, it will literally say all plates will shrink 2 times. Very simple, very nice, and it works very well. So yeah, that's minimum and maximum. And then there is creator. This will be who created the event, so they can get into the credits that I will also be developing later in this video. there are 3 types of events: arena, plates, and player. And here is a final run of all the events added currently. So first up, we got all plates will become blued. Second up, all plates will shrink. Third up, 1 plate will become red. 4 up, 7 plates will spawn a brick. 5th up, 1 person will get a block. And 6th up, 1 player's head will become red. And yeah, those are all the events right now. There's soon to be a lot more because you guys will suggest a lot of them. And the 2 game modes are normal and random color plates. Here is what the credits UI will look like, and there are a couple folders like arena events, plate events, player events, and other. The credits will look through their children and display them in the credits if they have a valid creator, which they do. Me. So I added other just in case maybe someone wanted to add a shop, coins, wins, or leaderboards. Obviously that is not an event. And then also in other, there are UI design, building, scripting, and gameplay, which are all set to the creator of me because I made them. And yeah, and here is what the credits look like, and I will most likely polish this up in the future, but other than that, the game is done really. Now all we need to do is add a credits button, and boom, now we are done with the game. If you comment your suggestion and your username, you will be entered. So basically, I would choose like 5 to 10 random people from the comment section and do your suggestion in the next video. If I heart your comment, this doesn't mean that I will do it. I heart every comment because I just love comments. So for example, if you were to say, make an event where everyone explodes and dies, dash cool sigma 99, and I choose it, it will probably be an arena event and you will be on the credits for the arena event section. But I probably won't choose an event that explodes everyone and dies. So be smart with your suggestions if you really want to get picked. But that will be it for today's video. If you did enjoy this video, please consider liking the video and subscribing. It will mean the world to me. And that's all from Buzfas. I'll see you guys in the next one.